you can equip demons. Other than Last Bible, a few of the iterations of Last Bible, I can't remember the last time you could equip demons with weapons based on, and it's realistic, it's based on what kind of that demon looks like. If that demon has a sword in its hand, it can equip a sword, it can equip materials, armors, and then if it's like a dragon, yeah, it can't equip anything. That makes sense. Or it can equip something specific to like a flying character. That is great. What a great concept. I actually am really partial here to say that if Majin Tensei was made on the 3DS and like Devil Survivor was, I am very pressed to say that I wouldn't put that in the A+ category. I say that strongly. Majin Tensei, you know, and yes, you have them. You have to collect the Magenta stuff, just like you would in SMT 1 and 2 and Devil Summoner. But honestly, you get so much of it that you don't even notice. So it's not even like a big deal. And it works differently in how it functions. This game is great. The story's good too. I mean, this game is just fun. Altering paths that take you to different levels. Like, this is how an SRPG should be made. I am so annoyed to see Rondo, because it's so ugly looking and it was so slow that it destroyed this franchise. Well, this spin-off. But man, if they could just give this another shot, bring it back. What a great game. Really. Pretty much the best. The best. And, you know, guys, I'm sorry I didn't speak more about Persona 3 and 4, but I don't know that there's anything I can say that hasn't been said by almost every YouTuber who's ever existed. That's really my main gripe. What do you guys want me to say? Yes, has a great sim aspect to it. Has a great social link side. The school stuff is fun. It takes you out of the realm of a typical JRPG. Which you could say about SMT1, because everything back then was Final Fantasy Medieval, and now we're getting a clear-cut concept of apocalypse in Tokyo. But going back to Persona 3 and 4, yes, guys, it's a great game. Battling's great. Demons, artwork is great. Everything's great. I have nothing to knock on it. But does that mean it's the best in the series in the entire franchise that I've played? No, it doesn't. And honestly, Majin Tensei is one of those games that can hold my attention just as well. Now, it's not for everyone if you're not an SRPG fan, but I can't say I didn't have a great time, because I really did. I really did. So, this has been the A-list. The A-list is so chock full of games. Now, we're going to be getting the S-list next, and or A+, S, whatever. It's the highest, and I'm going to give you what the best games that are available in the Megaten franchise to us in the United States. And we're really going to dive in deep here and go over a few games. Before I do that, however, I missed one game. Forgive me. Again, doing this off the head, no script. Rido 2. The bottom of this A-list, the very bottom. But you know what? If you're an action RPG fan, the game is great. The game is so much better than its predecessor. This version of it really utilizes the strengths of using your demon skills outside of battle to discover and to play detective, and that's really helpful. On top of that, you also have the ability to use two demons now when you fight in this action RPG based side, and you can make them move by pressing, I believe it was circle on your controller. You actually move those demons around so they don't get hit by projectiles and different things. It is a great concept on the action RPG thought frame, and it's just fun. It's a fun game, and I actually put it this high because you gotta have something that makes it different. And it's PS2. You get good graphics. You get 3D artwork. You get a lot of respectable design choice, and the game's great. It's such an improvement on the first one, being able to use 2 demons at once too, because when you can only use 1 demon at a time, it makes fusing and collecting feel really unnecessary. But when you can at least use 2, it feels good to have multiple demons. It makes it seem necessary outside of just using them for their skill set for being detective. So, and I'm realizing now I forgot one more game. Devil Summoner. Devil Saga 2. I believe the last time I put the first one in B list because it had a little bit of wonkiness and it was a little broken with certain skills. 2 fixes that, makes everything good. Here we go. Final Fantasy X, the demon version, we could call it. Now, this game is great. I have nothing to knock on this game, but it's also at the very bottom of this A list with Rydao 2, because it doesn't belong any higher than that. It doesn't. It's great, but it's also formulaically different, and honestly is more like a typical RPG when it comes to your skill set. Without the fusing and collecting demons. So I understand they needed to maybe bring it back to more of the old school RPG idea, and it works beautifully with this game. Well, I'm not putting this at the top of my A list by any means. These last 2 games are at the bottom of the A list. They just skipped my mind, and the idea that I'd have to put them in S was bothering me, so couldn't end the video on that. Anyway, guys, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. People, you can debate me. I'm happy to hear your reasoning behind it. If people hated Persona 2, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of controversy on where I put that with 3 and 4. Not to mention, I know 3 and 4, I didn't say enough in most people's minds, especially the Persona 4 Golden fans are going to be going nuts. But this is my list, and I'm putting it out there. And I'm more than happy to take the brunt force of your negative comments. Anyway, this is Jay with the Douchebag Brigade. I appreciate you guys coming here. Sorry that A ran so long, but I gotta be honest with you guys. We gotta keep it real. We gotta make sure that we get everything that we're talking about. Everything we're talking about's gotta be put together here. And my voice is a little bit different it's been a little high